Good morning, First Baptist. We are so excited to make this announcement regarding our regathering plan. We often speak of seasons of ministry to describe the changes that happen in our church's life. We're now through an entire coronavirus season, as we've gone through 3 full months of online worship services, Zoom prayer meetings, and calling to catch up with one another. We are so looking forward to regathering and being able to worship together once again. As we transition back to regathering, there are a few key biblical principles that guide our thoughts and guide our decision making. The first being that we do all things out of a love for God and a love for one another. Our love for one another is shown in seeking the safety of all those in attendance at one of our services, and also in accommodating those who are immune compromised. We must do all things in humility, understanding that there are a wide variety of perspectives and opinions represented in this congregation. Let us not allow the issues surrounding coronavirus to divide us. Instead, let us stand together on the biblical core values of coming together to worship God and to love one another. The elders and deacons are delicately seeking to do what is right and what is in the interest of all, both on-site and online. Our regathering weekend will take place on June 13th and 14th. And yes, this is a regathering weekend because we'll have a Saturday evening service at 6 o'clock and a Sunday morning service at 10 o'clock. On June 14th, after the Sunday service, we'll invite everyone to join us for a picnic at Pine Brook. More details about that will be coming out soon. Our home worship service will continue to be made available online for those who desire to continue worshiping from home. The Saturday night service will be recorded and then posted for you to watch at your convenience on Sunday morning. As we come back, there will be no Sunday school, no children's ministries, and no nursery. Sermons will be tailored towards including our children, and services will have an intentional family feel until our children's ministries resume. We will be abiding by the social distancing measures that have become common in our culture. The sanctuary will be fully sanitized before services, and we do have a cleaning agent that's from the CDC recommended guidelines. As you arrive to services, you'll be greeted by an usher who will ask you to put on your mask and also give you some hand sanitizer. And then as you proceed into the sanctuary, you'll see that there are some spaces where you and your family can sit together, socially distanced from others. We'll have an online reservation system to indicate to both the leadership and to the congregation which services are going to be full and which service is going to be a little bit more available. This will help everyone to have a rough estimation of how many people will be attending each service. There will be 50 reserved spots available, but we won't be checking the reservations at the door, and we won't be turning anyone away from attendance. At the conclusion of service, we'll ask everyone to orderly proceed directly outside. Only the upper floor of our main building will be accessible. The basement and the other buildings will be inaccessible so that we don't have to thoroughly clean those spaces. We won't be handing out bulletins, passing offering plates, singing from the hymnals, or doing anything else that requires us to pass something from hand to hand. We even have individualized communion packages for our regathering weekend on June 13th and 14th. For those who have not yet heard, the elders made a motion that we utilize a $25,000 gift to remodel the sanctuary, which will include replacing our pews with chairs. For those of you who are not members, the letter that was sent to the membership of the congregation is posted at fbces.org/sanctuary remodel. Members, thank you so much for your involvement and participation in remote voting over the last few weeks. We had 108 members vote, and the final tally was 94 yes to 14 no, which represents an 87% affirmative vote. We were compelled to wait for that final tally before proceeding with any of the purchases, so we're still in the beginning stages of some of these projects. I spoke with a chair company yesterday morning who said that they are very busy with churches doing something incredibly similar to what we're doing, so their shipping time is extended beyond what they would normally have. The bottom line is do not expect to come back in a few weeks and see a fully transformed sanctuary. Changes are going to happen progressively throughout the summertime. I hope and pray that our regathering is a joyous occasion. Initially, it's going to be markedly different from the services that we're accustomed to. But though our format may change, our function will always remain the same. We as a church are here to worship God and to love one another. I'm looking forward to seeing you all very soon.